Gather around, little ones, Grandpa Cat purred, curling his long tail around his front paws. Tonight I'll tell you a tale that no book has ever written, a tale passed from whisker to whisker. The story of the bravest young cat who ever lived, the cat who climbed the rainbow. Now, long ago, in a quiet meadow beyond the woods and the wind, there lived a small gray kitten named Tilly. She was no ordinary kitten, not because she had sparkly eyes or the fluffiest ears, because she was filled with something quite rare these days, curiosity. Tilly asked questions about stars, about shadows, about why fish swam but birds flew, but her favorite thing in the world was rainbows. She would sit on the windowsill, paws pressed against the glass, watching the sky, and whenever the sun and rain played their gentle tug-of-war, painting that beautiful arch across the heavens, Tilly's eyes would widen. "Where do rainbows end?" she asked Mama Cat one day. "No one knows," Mama replied, licking her ear. "It's just colors in the sky." But Tilly didn't believe that she felt there was more. She just knew it. One summer afternoon, after a storm had passed and the meadow still smelled of wet earth, Tilly saw the brightest, boldest, most beautiful rainbow she had ever seen. It touched the ground right by Clover Hill, a place no cat dared to wander alone. Without a second thought, she leapt from the windowsill, slipped through the garden gate, and ran. Past the bees, past the daisies, through puddles that tickled her paws. Tilly ran, chasing the rainbow like it was calling her name. And when she reached it, though, kittens, you won't believe this, but the rainbow wasn't just light. It shimmered and shimmered until it looked like stairs. Yes, glowing steps of red, orange, yellow, all the way up to the clouds. She looked back once, just once, then placed one paw on the red step. It was warm like sunshine. Another step, then another, and up she went, higher than the tallest tree, higher than the birds that flew with wide eyes beside her. As she climbed, the world below became smaller and quieter. The wind giggled, the clouds whispered, and then there it was. A kingdom floating in the sky, made entirely of clouds, soft and glowing, towers puffed like marshmallows, bridges of mist and flying all around were birds, not ordinary birds. Oh! Note these wore tiny golden crowns and cloaks stitched from feathers brighter than a sunrise. A great white dove with a deep voice greeted her. "Welcome, Tilly of the meadow, we've been waiting." Tilly blinked. You know me. "All who dream of climbing rainbows are known here," the dove said with a bow. "You have courage in your heart, and questions in your soul that makes you one of us." The birds lifted her up and flew her across the cloud kingdom. She saw rivers of sparkling mist, meadows made of floating petals, and trees that grew jelly beans instead of leaves. Parrots painted the sky with their tails. Owls wrote poems in the air with their wings. "Why am I here?" Tilly finally asked. "To remember," said a little bluebird perching on her ear, "that there's always more than what we see. The world is wider, higher, brighter than most believe, and your job, little one, is to go back and tell others." "But I don't want to leave," she whispered. The white dove touched her gently with a glowing feather. "The rainbow will return someday, but for now your heart belongs below." So they gave her a gift, a single feather from the dove's wing, pure white and warm with magic. And just like that, the rainbow appeared once more, spiraling down from the sky. Tilly walked it home, the clouds waving goodbye, the wind carrying her softly. She arrived just as the sun was setting, her paws barely touching the ground. No one believed her story, of course. No one but the bees, who buzzed a little brighter when she passed. No one but the birds, who always seemed to nod at her from the trees. And though she never climbed the rainbow again, she kept the feather by her bed and told the tale to every kitten who would listen. "And now, little ones," Grandpa Cat said, his voice low and full of wonder, "I pass it on to you. For some stories aren't meant to stay in clouds. They're meant to land in hearts.